Hey family, what's shaking? What's happening? How y'all doing? So as you can see, we are at the campground, about to go to the 2025 Hershey RV show. And today on Hangin with the Hazes, it's gonna get raw. We're gonna talk about some real stuff. Now, the good news is I got my big brother, my homeboy. Y'all know him as Big Brother Rob. He's gonna be right here with us today. We're gonna call him Big Brother Bob, the bald head wonder. Anyway, nevertheless, that's him sitting back there. He's probably still snoozing, so we're gonna wake him up in a little bit so we can go get something to eat and get out of here. So, nice campground. We're over here at Harrisburg East, and I'm just gonna walk around a little bit, show y'all some of the happenings. One thing I can tell you about this place, it's nice. The sites can be a little tight in some aspects. So the sites here can be a little bit tight. Rob had a little issue getting in yesterday where he had to back in a pull-through site because somebody decided to park their pickup truck behind his site and he couldn't make the turn. He would have took out half their unit, so they were real nice. But while I'm here, I want to show y'all a couple things. Real nice setup here. Just, you just got to be leery of the sites that you're in. So check this out. Now, if that ain't a nice pool, I don't know what is. If it was open, I can tell you right now, I'd be in it. That's a nice setup right there. I just zoom in, take a peek. See if you can see. There we go. That ain't a bad pool. Little clubhouse thing happening there. This is the office, by the way. We're just on the back side of it. But, yeah, take a look at that. Not bad at all. Now, one of the things I like to do when I come to campgrounds is just kind of walk around the place. Just so you can get an idea of what you got. Now, Harrisburg East is located right off of 283. Main road is, of course, 83 right up here in Harrisburg. And easy to get to from Baltimore. If you're ever coming up this way, you're about 25 minutes outside of Hershey, which puts you outside of the action, but quickly gets you in the action should you decide to come up. Now, Rob and I are in 207 and 208. These are the 3s over to the left, 4s over to the right, and I don't know what these are back here, but we can walk and take a look. Now, if you look back this way, what you see is just kind of like a community over to the side, but it's really not a community. It's more of a storage area that they have. But the community is back like behind these here. So I'm not gonna necessarily say, well, actually I probably could do that. Yeah, there's the community that's back there. But this is storage for them. Oh, one other thing I want to point out while I'm looking at it, they do have places for you to pick up after your dog. So do us all a favor, don't piss off management, pick your dog doo-doo up. Thank you. So as we take this walk back here, we can see that the campground kind of goes back kind of deep. It's actually bigger than what you think it is. I want to tell you it has something like 90 sites or something like that. I'll take a picture of the map and let you judge for yourself. But nevertheless, a walkthrough sometimes tells it better than pictures. So let me just point out that that road that you're seeing right there, so that's the storage lot, but that's the road that you come in. The one thing I want to caution you, make sure when you come in this road, when you get to the speed bumps, take it easy because you will break every dish in your unit if you hit them a little too hard. Just want to give you a heads up on that. Now these are the sites down here in 500. Let me just be straight with you about something. They can eat 45 feet of coach, no problem. I don't know where you're gonna park. And so that's kind of sort of the, not necessarily issue, but the concern. yeah, where you're gonna park your car. And so if you see ahead there, you have a car sitting out either behind you or in front of you. Well, this is where the issue with Rob came in, because if the car is on the front side of this and you're trying to get to the pull-through that's over there, you end up almost sideswiping that car if you got anything longer than 20 feet. So, you know, it's kind of difficult to say. Just, you know, be hospitable. If somebody asks you to move your car, do it. That way you still have a car the next day. And this is site 608 and 607, 609 over there. This is usually just for like a smaller unit. You might can get a 20-foot unit in that one. So they will ask you what size your camper is or RV, whatever. Just let them know. And like I said, if you could take one of these smaller units, you definitely got some great shade in the morning. And back here where it's sort of noisy, but that's 283 that you hear. In fact, let me let you get a glimpse of what you're hearing. And that, my friends, is what you hear. That is Interstate 283 off of that Interstate 83. And I forget where that road takes you back, but you're only about maybe 200 yards from the interstate. So if you hear it, you know, I mean, if you've been camping as long as most people have been, you're used to it. Most campgrounds are off the interstate anyway, and that's what you want. So I want to show you a little bit about what Rob was talking about. I'm actually going to try to get him on here so that we can talk about it a little bit and he can explain what he experienced and how he overcame that. But this is what I mean when I say it's tough to figure out where to park, because the blue truck that you see there is why he had to go all the way back around and back in the pull-through spot. And I'm gonna see I didn't have that issue because I was actually turning in before his bumper. Rob had to turn while basically trying to navigate around the front and the side. I'll let him explain it. He could explain it better than I can. And of course, here we are back at Biggins. And when I say it's not level, oh boy. Not sure if you can see it, but yeah, that's what I'm sitting on as the only way I could get this level. So if you're coming out here, just make sure you bring some leveling blocks. I don't care what kind of coach you have. I'm gonna look and see what the other pushers are doing, but this was the only way I could do it. So, not to invade anybody's privacy, I'm not gonna show you under somebody's coach, but to be truthful with you, this guy's doing the same thing I did. And I don't know about the gas jobs, what they're doing. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. So specifically sites in 200, once you get in the 200s, you definitely, if you book in the 200s, have some wood blocks. So without invading this guy's privacy, I'll show you what he did as well. Okay, so without showing his license plates or anything, see how he's sitting on that wood? So he had to support his wheels and his jacks. So I'm not the only one that had to do it. These sites are nowhere near level. At least not for any unit that can't lower the front. And in a pusher, let's just be up front. You can only squat but so much in the front. So the sites on 200 are more suited for trailers, fifth wheels, bumper pulls, because you could put that jack down in the front and you don't have to worry about supporting the back. But if you don't have that ability, like I said, in a pusher or even a gas job, you can't squat the front but so much. The only option you got is to bring the rear up. So just be prepared for that. So sites 100 have the opposite of 200. So whereas the jacks on the trailers are way down in the 200s, they're way up in the 100s, the way you have to pull in. So if you do have a pusher or any type of coach, you're gonna have to raise the front. Listen, I'd much rather raise my front than to have my rear wheels off the ground. So needless to say, if I come back, get me in the 100s. I would rather do a wheelie than to have the wheels that my brakes are on to be off the ground. Just a tidbit. Okay, so I'm sure somebody out there is gonna wanna know, water, sewer, electric is straightforward and standard. There's nothing special here. There's nothing, I mean, it's just like any other water, electric, sewer. You hook up to it. The water pressure is good. Like, nobody's complaining. I'm not connected to it because I'm only gonna be here for a day or so, but you know, it works. And everybody seems happy. So that's kind of sort of what it looks like there. Just straightforward. So one of the things I like to make sure that I tell people about are the bathhouses, because not everybody uses their toilet in their RV. So we're gonna walk up to this bathhouse and just take a look, see how it is, okay? All right, folks, so as promised, I got the one that you've been asking for that's gonna tell you about this whole parking situation over here at Harrisburg East. None other than Big Brother Rob. There's my dude right there.
Oh, no.
When he tells you about this, I'll let him explain it. Give me just 1 second. All right, Rob, so tell us what happened when you came here and the issue that you faced.
Well, I pulled in last night, and when I pull, you know, I'm thinking it is a pull through.
Right.
It is, but my RV is 40 feet.
Okay.
My truck is about 25 feet.
Okay.
So I got 65 feet of rig.
Okay.
And when I pulled up, I realized that there's a 208 is here.
Mm-hmm.
207 pole is over here.
Right.
So I'd have to swing wide.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't swing wide because this person parked their pickup truck here.
Right.
Now, the road isn't wide enough to swing wide if somebody parks their car there. Because if I pull in and my RV cocks out, I may hit his truck.
Okay.
So now, instead of going this way, and I don't want to pull in because I don't want to hit this pole over here.
Right.
Because I can't swing wide. So then I go up here, turn back around, and realize that I don't want to blindside back into here. So I had to pull all the way up, make a left, back up, and come in here so I could side and back into a pull-in spot because these roads aren't wide enough to turn into the pull-in. So it defeats the purpose of having a pull-in if you don't give me enough room to do it.
Right, and remember when I was saying for me to get in, it wasn't that big of an issue because I came in behind this bumper.
Right, so you had room to swing.
So I had room to swing it.
Yeah, I had no room. And my thing is, I mean, I'm not knocking the guy, but if he pulled up and parked in front of his RV instead of blocking, I mean, it's his space, so there's nothing I can say. It's not his fault as much as it is.
It's just the design of the park.
This place, you know, the road just aren't wide enough.
And the other thing I was telling them, because I showed them down on this palazzo down here, The jacks, the way I have to have them on this side, if you can't squat your front, you done.
Well, yeah, my front is almost pretty much all the way down.
Right.
You know, I use the block, you know, just to sturdy it. But I pretty much had to put, why am I standing to the side? Yeah, but I pretty much had to put everything all the way down because everything is on a slant.
Yeah. Yeah.
This whole row is downhill.
I got you.
Maybe it's for the water runoff. I don't know.
And I notice it's not too bad over here on this side. Like over here, it's not as bad.
Right.
Like the farther you go back, the more level. Now over here, there's another unit. Like if you can see it over there, they don't seem to have that issue.
Right.
But definitely in 1, 2, and 3, it's a little bit of a concern.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad place. It's good for what we need it for. You know, go to the RV show. We're just parking here. The pool is still open, so that's a positive. You know, on a nice hot day, it's obvious who doesn't really know how to maneuver.
Now say that one more time. You said you would not do what?
I wouldn't recommend this for the beginner who doesn't know how to maneuver a 40-foot RV, especially if you're pulling a travel trailer. You, with your 40-foot Class A, can pull in no problem. But me with my 20, 25, I don't know how long my truck is, 20 foot, and then my 40-foot RV, they don't make it easy. Now, in your space, because your power's over here, you didn't have to worry about grinding anything over there.
No, sir.
You understand?
Right.
So your blind side is clear.
Yeah.
My blind side, you know, I don't think my mirror could even go out far enough. So now I could get in there, but I would have had to swing pretty much into here and then come and straight in, but it doesn't allow you the room to do that.
Right.
It just doesn't.
That's a lot. And I kind of panned a little bit so y'all can see.
Yeah.
That's tight.
My wife
You said backing in is good as long as you got your...
Oh, backing in is good as long as you have a good passenger that can guide you in. Because my wife pretty much told me where to go, how to go left, how to go right, because I couldn't see.
Yeah.
It's dark out here. You know, I'm a veteran with bad eyesight, so, you know.
Well, there you have it, folks. Like, raw truth. Like I told you, we don't sugarcoat it, we tell it like it is. So if you're coming out here, all we're saying is a great spot to do, you know, what it is you need to do, but be careful. That's all.
And pull through doesn't always mean pull through. Sometimes you got to back in to make life easier for you.
There you go.
And cause less damage.
All right. Well, you heard it, folks, the raw truth. Like I said, we're telling it like it is. So definitely check the plot out. I mean, it's you know, it works. And that's all we can say. Again, right off the interstate. Y'all already know about that. Hey, yeah, and we'll catch y'all at the show. Trust me. But Brother Rob is going to be back. See you when we see you. Overall, I'm impressed. You've heard the warnings as far as experience coming in and all that good stuff. Just be careful with that and you'll be just fine. Like, not a bad place. You know, be careful, know your skill level, and I've given you the tools to make sure that you can pick a site that'll work for you. Just make sure you do that and you'll be all right. So thank you so much for hanging out with this. We headed over to the show. Make sure you catch the live because we're gonna be doing some live stuff, hanging out, talking trash, letting you know what's trash out there, what the good quality stuff is, and we're just gonna have a good old time showing y'all about the Hershey RV Show 2025 in Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. See you when I see you.